He's done it again. Leon Rose is a genius. According to reports, the Knicks are reworking Guerschon Yabusele's deal so that way they have enough money available to add another veteran to this roster. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it could really support all the great content that we're creating for you. And now, let's get started. Leon Rose pulls off another amazing move for New York. Leon Rose continues to make moves to help this franchise and give the Knicks more flexibility moving forward. His latest move was incredible. We all knew that the Knicks stole Guerschon Yabusele in free agency, but we didn't know how much of a steal this was until the Knicks announced Leon Rose's recent move. Shout out to Steph Bondi with the New York Post for giving us this following information. According to him, Guerschon Yabusele's contract is expected to land a little less than the full mid-level exception next season, providing the Knicks enough cap space to sign another player on a vet minimum contract. Leon Rose continues to make moves. Guerschon Yabusele, taking a little bit less than the taxpayer mid-level exception, makes this move to sign Yabusele in free agency even more of a steal. Leon Rose, absolute genius. The Post continues here by stating, Yabusele's deal, which can be finalized today when the moratorium is lifted, is roughly 2 years and $12 million with a player option for the second season. And that player option given by Leon Rose is probably exactly the reason why Guerschon Yabusele is giving New York a little bit of a break when it comes to his next contract with us. The Knicks are using their mid-level exception to facilitate the contract, but they require $2.23 million left over for a vet minimum deal. They can get that money by signing one of their second-round picks and Yabusele to a deal a little bit less than the full $5.7 million mid-level exception for the first season. Regarding who that second-round pick could be that the Knicks would sign along with Yabusele, it's likely it would be Mohamed Diawara. It fits perfectly and makes a lot of sense for the Knicks. I said it before, but let me say it again. Incredible. Genius. Thanks to Leon Rose, the Knicks now have enough money to sign another vet player. And while we're giving out thanks, we have to give some more thanks to the Philadelphia 76ers for fumbling the ball again and not giving Yabusele a deal to have him return to Philly next season. And now, finally, we understand what the 76ers even offered Yabusele. And if I was offered this as Yabusele, after the season I had with Philly, I would feel disrespected and I would want to leave. I would feel like they are forcing me out of Philly to go to a different organization. And that's exactly what the 76ers did. According to the New York Post, a source said the 76ers only offered Yabusele a $2.6 million minimum contract. He only got the vet minimum from the Philadelphia 76ers, even though he was impactful for them, even though he has chemistry with key players on that team. They only gave him basically a vet minimum. That's what you give him? Absolutely disrespectful. And here's what Yabusele had to say about that amount. According to Yabusele, I didn't have any hard feelings or hard time, but they almost didn't make me a real offer. They did, but it was really, really low, to be really transparent. So I felt like, oh my God, you guys, it seems like you don't really want me to stay here. Kind of. So this was the situation. He sounds disrespected. $2.6 million? Ridiculous and an absolute slap in his face. Yabusele deserved better, and he's going to get better with the Knicks. But we also have to thank Guerschon Yabusele himself. Even though he's reworking his deal to accept a little bit less in his first season and take a little bit less so that way the Knicks have money available so they can sign another veteran in free agency, this is what you call a team-first player. He's not only thinking about himself, he's thinking about the Knicks team as a whole, how we can get better. What else do we need? He wants to compete next season. He wants to win a championship here. We all know that. That's the goal. And sometimes, if you want that goal, you have to sacrifice. He hasn't played one game yet. But Guerschon Yabusele, based on everything that he's saying, all the feelings he's expressed, his commitment to the Knicks, how much he wants to win here, he's already a fan favorite. I already love him, and I can't wait to see him play basketball in a Knicks jersey because that's going to be next level. But right now, Guerschon Yabusele, Leon Rose, this Knicks front office, they're all coming together, making the moves we need to help this Knicks team moving forward. Now, I know what you're thinking. The Knicks did all of these moves. They pulled off an amazing move. Shout out to Leon Rose. Now we have the money to go out there and sign another veteran in free agency. Now, what players are we looking at? What players potentially are the Knicks looking to add to this roster in free agency? Well, shout out to the New York Post Steph Bondy for giving us all of this following information and breaking down exactly what players the Knicks are looking to add in free agency. According to Bondy, available free agents who could be signed on a vet minimum deal include 3 players on the Knicks last season: Landry Shamet, Cam Payne, and Delon Wright. Out of all of those 3, Cam Payne is most unlikely to return, along with a host of others like Ben Simmons, Malcolm Brogdon, and Javonte Green. The Knicks have already checked in with Ben Simmons, a source confirms, although their level of interest is unclear. All right, I'm not doing this again. Listen, Ben Simmons does not belong on any team that has championship aspirations. I'll just say that openly and clearly. But New York just went over all of these different moves in order to free up this roster spot. That tells you how important it is to them to get another veteran on this team that has an impact that can help us now and moving forward. That player is not Ben Simmons. Thankfully, though, Steph Bondy of the New York Post mentioned a few other players that are available that fit perfectly on this team, could accept the vet minimum, and are way better options than Ben Simmons. One of those players played here last season, Landry Shamet. If New York can re-sign him, they need to re-sign him. I said it before. He's a very good defender, very good three-point shooter. We need more three-point shooters. It was the Knicks' fault for not using him more in the postseason. He was one of our best three-point shooters, and we basically left him on the bench for a lot of the postseason. You cannot do that with a player like Shamet. Hopefully he can return. If it's not him, though, I really wouldn't mind Malcolm Brogdon either. He's a good defender. He's a good playmaker. And when healthy, he can control an offense as well, too. However, that when healthy part, I understand. It's a problem. Injuries have followed this guy throughout his career. However, I would much rather give a flyer and a vet minimum to a player like Malcolm Brogdon, who would have an impact for this team, likely would help this team moving forward, versus a Ben Simmons, who it sounds nice on paper. Everything sounds nice. Everything has the boxes checked on paper until he plays here, feels that pressure, and crumbles. but we gotta give credit again to Leon Rose for making the moves he made to give the Knicks the flexibility in free agency to sign another veteran. And all the reports seem to indicate that the Knicks are looking at the veteran guard market right now to sign one of those players and add them to this team. I don't have a problem with that, as long as that player is the right player, has the right impact, and helps this Knicks team moving forward. There's a few names on the Knicks list right now that I'm sure they're looking at and they want to add. And I'm sure very, very soon an announcement will be made regarding the Knicks and that next player that they've added in free agency. And I cannot wait to see who that player is going to be. But what about you guys? What do you think about Leon Rose and this exceptional move he made, working with newest Knick Guerschon Yabusele, reworking his contract so that way the Knicks have enough cap space to sign another player on a veteran's minimum contract? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.